Today, guys, we're going to be creating a cute, simple birthday card using some greenery. So if you're interested in this, stick around. Welcome, guys, to my creative corner. This is Claudette, where I create projects using inks, stamps, papers, mixed media, and a whole lot of embellishments. On today's project, we're going to be creating a beautiful, simple birthday card using some greenery. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below, as well as the bell icon, so you can be notified when I upload my latest videos. So let's get into our project. So today's project will be creating this beautiful, simple birthday card. So what we're going to be using is the Forever Greenery Designer Series paper. And this comes in a pack, and this is just gorgeous greenery paper. And they have designs on both sides. So you get 12 pieces of designer series paper. You get 6 designs, 2 of each designs. I think these are beautiful. These will be nice for your Christmas projects too as well. So what we're going to use for our base of a card is the Very Vanilla, and this is the thick Very Vanilla cardstock, and that is measuring 8.5 by 4 1/4, and then you're going to fold that down in half, or you're going to score it at 4 1/4. Then we're also going to need the designer series paper, and this designer series paper is measuring 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. You're going to need 2 smaller pieces of your vanilla cardstock, and they both are measuring 2 by 3 3/4. So what we're going to start with is the base of our card. And like I said, it was 8.5 by 4 1/4, and we're going to go ahead and just fold that in the middle. Or fold it in half. And we're going to use our bone folder to get that crease nice and tight. So next, what I'm going to do is go ahead and emboss the top. So we're going to emboss it with the embossing folder, Tasteful Textile embossing folder. And it's just a subtle image that's embossed on that. So I'm not sure if you could see it, but I'm going to go off camera and go ahead and emboss the top of this. Okay, so we're back, and we went ahead and embossed that. And this is how it looks. Nice and subtle, beautiful. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our designer series paper, we're going to get some dimensionals, and we're going to stick that on with dimensionals. So you want to be generous with your dimensionals so it doesn't sag at any sides. So it could be well balanced. I'm just going to press my nails into that to help the backing come up a little easier. And then we're just going to lay that down. Sometimes it's easier for me to just open up the card and take a look and make sure it's even on each side. So I'm going to have my card opening up this way. And next, what I'm going to go ahead and do is get the 2 Very Vanilla pieces of cardstock that's cut 2 by 3 3/4. And I am going to get my topper punch, my scallop topper punch, and we're going to go ahead and punch both ends. So we're going to put that right up to the top, and I'm going to flip that around so I could make sure that it's nice and even there to the top. And then we're going to go ahead and punch. So I'm going to do that on both ends. Push it in right up to the top, and then we'll go ahead and punch. So we're going to do it to the other piece. Place that in, push it up to the top, turn it around. Make sure it's nice and even. And one more time. All right, so we're going to put that away, and next we're going to get some ink, and we're going to get some sentiment. So I'm going to be using Old Olive, and I'm going to be using the stamp set Seaside Notions, and I'm going to use the sentiment Happy Birthday. I love the font on that. And I already have it on my block, my clear block. And I'm just going to place this in the center. Leave it a few seconds. All right, that came out pretty good. And we're just going to stamp on one of those cardstocks. So next what I'm going to do is get some ribbon, and this color is in Old Olive, and I'm going to cut off about 12 inches on that. So I already cut us a piece here. So we're going to cut off about 3 inches off of this. And what we're going to do is loop it in this way. And then bring it around here. And I'm going to take a little bit of Scotch tape and just tape this down here to the back. All right, so next what I'm going to do is go ahead and tie a bow. So I'll adjust it, make sure my ears are even. And once we put that on the card, then we'll trim the tails up a little bit. So next what I'm going to do is with this, we're going to stagger this. And let's bring our card in. So I want this piece to be right up to that edge. And then this is going to be staggered. And so this other piece is going to be to that end. So I'm going to take some multi-purpose glue or wet glue and glue those two together like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this to that. And we're staggering those layers. So you want almost both ends to be reaching the end of the designer series paper there. So next what I'm going to do is go ahead and pop this up and some dimensionals. So 4 should be enough here to have that balanced. So make sure you have it right side up where your opening is going to be, and I am just going to center that. Then what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my ribbon. the other end here. I'm just going to adjust the ears a little bit. And that looks pretty good. So I'm going to get some glue dots and add to the ribbon, to the back of that ribbon. And we'll add it right here to the end. Then I'm just going to go ahead and snip off the tails and just give it a little slant. I'll make this one just a tad shorter. Then what I'm going to do is just add a little bit of gems to that. And I am going to add 3. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool. Let's add one about here. Let's put one here. And then one more. We'll put one here. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is stamp on the inside, and I'm just going to stamp the seahorse inside. I'm not going to put any sentiment in the inside until I'm ready to gift this card. So I'm going to take the seahorse and I'm going to open up. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper because I want to stamp off. I'm going to use the same old olive ink to go ahead and stamp that with. Being that this is a larger stamp, I'm just going to ink it up facing up. And I am going to go ahead and stamp off on my scrap piece of paper, and then I'm going to stamp on my card. If you're getting any creative value from this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. And there we have our cards. Thank you guys for tuning in to my channel. This is Claudette. Continue to be creative, and I would see you on the next video.